Dude,
and he delivers Sears catalogs
dude, thank
to people.
you. I wanted to talk about him. Fucking, that was great. Fucking, do you know what he used to do?
Who?
Orlando Bloom. No, fuck, Orlando Jones. I can't believe I just said Orlando Bloom.
Hi, I used to have a crack addiction. I'm here selling magazines today to help get out my crack addiction.
I used to think he was the coolest guy in the world when I was a kid. Why this particular thing made me think he was so cool? I'm not really sure, because now looking back at that's nothing.
Because he's in Office Space? That's pretty cool.
No, I didn't know what Office Space was as a kid.
I used to hate that movie, too.
I used to hate that movie.
Love that movie so much.
He was the spokes guy. He was the
oh, yeah, for Slim Jim, right?
7-Up.
7-Up.
Yeah,
Slim Jim was Randy Macho Man Savage.
I used to love fucking Clifford Franklin.
He's great, dude. He
really
was
is.
funny. It sucks he died.
I know, died way too young. Like
yeah, or at least
else.
his career did.
Nice. I wish it didn't, though. He's awesome. I love Orlando Jones so much. So I called him Orlando Bloom at the start of this.
Yeah, that shows how much you love him. You know what? I would trade in every Orlando Bloom project for more Orlando Jones work.
Think of how cool Pirates of the Caribbean would have been with Orlando Bloom.
But guys,
God damn, I did
what would the world be without Elizabethtown?
A better world.
Yeah, it would be.
You think 9/11 would have happened otherwise?
Yeah, honestly, if they didn't make in 2004 they didn't make Elizabethtown, 2001 would have been a different year.
Dude, they had some serious.
That's why Al Qaeda striked. They read the script. They read it passing around. You know, every year there's like the 100 best movies that weren't made in Hollywood. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is this? You know the scene in Silver Linings Playbook when he finishes the book and he throws out the window? Yep. Is that's the inciting incident for 9/11. Yep. That goes back to our episode from weeks ago, talking about how much of a monster fucking David O. Russell is. I saw another YouTube video. I haven't even fact checked. I don't care at all. I'm not interested. I don't like him. But I keep seeing these videos pop up every once in a while saying, "This man is a goddamn monster." I was like, yeah, I agree. He put Bradley Cooper in a movie.
Yeah, really,
he really
him a
career.
Is. Fuck that guy.
Because this is something good too. If Bradley Cooper wasn't in Silver Linings Playbook, he would have been the guy from fucking Wedding Crashers and that TV show with Nicholas Brendan after Buffy about chefs.
Yeah, and he would have had a few appearances on Inside the Actor Studio. He would have been that guy and that guy only.
Yeah, that was cool. You referenced that, but I reckon it was way funnier saying that TV show with Nicholas Brendan about chefs burnt.
It was. Was.
Whoa, Burns. Is he even in that show? Or am I just making this up? Is this a fucking?
I don't know what you're even talking about. I'm just trying to act like I do.
He's in that movie Burnt, isn't he? Where he's a chef and he's like, "Oh, I'm a fucking chef."
With fucking Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think.
Yeah, no, Sienna Miller.
No, that's him and
So that's Bradley Cooper.
That's Aaron Eckhart.
But before that, Bradley Cooper, I believe, was in Nicholas Brendan's TV show. He's also in The Rocker. That's a good one.
You know,
Kitchen Confidential. Okay, first off, that's hilarious. Apparently, I hate Bradley Cooper so much that I kept saying on Nicholas Brendan's show. No. Bradley Cooper's the main character on the cover. Nicholas Brendan's a supporting role. And for some reason, in my mind, I'm like, no, Nicholas Brendan's the lead, and Bradley Cooper just appears in it.
Nicholas Brendan Xander?
Yeah.
What universe are those two in something? That's insane.
Well, if you think that's who do you think the third actor
probably
is?
in a better place without that. I don't know. Is it fucking?
There's four actors in the show. There's
Louise
one girl.
Guzman in there?
No. So it's Bradley Cooper, Nicholas Brendan, a third male, and then the girl. You want to guess the girl or the guy first?
The girl is Jenna Elfman.
No, it's Jamie King. But when you said, I'm like, he got it.
Wow, I mean, awesome.
And it's Jamie King, like, right after Slackers, where she was like, whoa.
Yeah, wow. Well, why didn't the show last, actually?
Probably because it was Bradley Cooper and Nicholas Brendan.
Fuck those guys.
Because the other guy is John Francis Daly, who's pretty cool.
John Francis Daly is pretty cool. Oh, here's something interesting I learned today.
Based off Anthony Bourdain's, what the fuck is this TV show? Anthony Bourdain's credited as a creator because it's based off his book. A bad boy chef runs his wild New York eatery. Do you think that's what inspired The Bear? Do you think Jeremy Allen White was at home saying, "God, why didn't Kitchen Confidential last?"
Probably.
But hold on, didn't Freddie Prinze Jr. also have a TV show about being a chef?
I don't remember what his show was about. He had a pretty sweet show though. It was Three Kings, I think, or some show. Wasn't the one with Seth Green?
No, that was something entirely different.
It was a good show too.
I think Freddie Prinze Jr. had a TV show called Freddie, where he was a chef in New York City.
Maybe.
You're no help, man.
Well, the show I said, I'm pretty sure he's on. You're insisting he's not, so.
He's not in that show. Freddie. Yeah, he played... a successful chef takes in his older sister and his niece, widowed sister-in-law, and his feisty Latino grandmother. What the fuck?
Who's his feisty Latino grandmother?
That's not the point. Stop after the... A successful chef takes in his older sister and niece and widowed sister-in-law and his feisty Latino... Pick one of those characters to go with.
That's a good point. Having all four of them at once seems like
wow.
Contrived.
How did this show only last 22 episodes when the second billed star was none other than Brian Austin Green? We live in a simulation, dude. How do we always end up back on Brian Austin Green and 90210 cast?
I don't know. I think we do live in a simulation because you know what I found out today?
Freddie Prinze Jr. and Brian Austin Green dressed like Euro fucking trash in 2007, 2005.
I watched a documentary the other day about how everything's a simulation, and since then I've been trying to prove to myself things aren't a simulation. I've been thinking, well, no, but look at how Alex and I tried to know it's a simulation.
Machen and mix in the show.
See, anytime I have to get on a train of thought where I might be discovering something, you cut me up, see?
Because you talk about simulation is more important than talking about Machen and Mick. Okay.
See?
Talk about the simulation, Robbie, since that's more important than Machen and Mick, apparently.
And you do
that's the precedent we're setting in this podcast, that we're going to talk about simulations than goddamn Shelley Johnson.
Right, fuck me for being the guy continuing something you brought up. That's
Machen and Mick, Robbie. See, you don't even like Twin Peaks.
I love her. I know
you
who
don't
she
even
is.
like
She's
Twin
Shelley.
Peaks.
I know
it's
the
so
fuck she
fucking
is.
hilarious. If anyone who's listening here, for Robbie, the fucking Twin Peaks fan,
why don't you?
He's like, hey Alex, check this show out. It's a complete piece of shit. All the characters suck. And then I'm watching, like, these characters are all really good. He's like, actually, they are really good. Now that you've mentioned it, I agree.
Sucker.
No, Bobby sucks. He's actually the best character in the show. What character you like was fucking Cool Kid James.
No. I don't even like it. Why are we even doing this?
We did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong. Yes, we did. It was to protect Santiago.
It's a good movie. I don't understand how that movie exists in the same catalog that everything else. What's his name?
Rob Reiner?
No, Aaron what? Sorkin. I feel like that movie is significantly different than all of his other movies.
Yeah. Better. No, Social Network's pretty great.
No, I'm not saying it's better than it. It's its own different type of writing, and I don't feel like the style.
I'm thinking what it is. It's based off of a play he wrote.
Yeah, I know.
And then he did the script.
But even the topic of it, I feel like.
But I think I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that's more like Rob Reiner being Rob Reiner and Tom Cruise being Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson being. It kind of just stop being Aaron Sorkin's, I imagine.
I mean, no, he did The West Wing, and he did that other.
The West Wing.
What's the movie he did? Did he do American President?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
I know those are all political and
Fuck American President.
The same realm, but
that's confusing me, bro. How can you have Martin Sheen be the vice president and then make a show where he's the actual president?
I know.
That doesn't make sense. It's too confusing.
That's why for my entire life growing up, I thought Martin Sheen and Michael Douglas were the same person.
Yeah, I used to use Michael Keaton and Michael Douglas. No, Michael Keaton and Kevin Costner all the time.
Yeah, mine's better though because they look the same. I used to always get Burt Reynolds and the guy from Get Shorty confused.
Dennis Farina.
They look exactly alike. It is a simulation. It is because everybody just keeps. It's the same face. That's why.
It's not. And also, if you're going to give me shit for saying that Michael Keaton and
Kevin Costner, you can't even remember.
Kevin Costner.
You can't even remember the guy you think he looks like. That's how little they look alike.
Kevin Costner is a fucking bitch. All right. He wins an award. He also says, "I'm quitting the show." Also, he's like, you know what? You're not a real actor if you were in The fucking Guardian with Ashton Kutcher. It's that simple. Okay?
The Guardian. That's great.
Hollywood's like, yeah, we want to have a dramatic piece to really show Kutcher's chops. And then Kevin Costner's like, can I please be in it? Any role.
That's so
as long as I can act. And that's fucking...
That's scary as shit. Explain to the class.
That's fucking eerie.
Right?
Roku channel... you guys feel like watching the Field? Are we having fun yet?
Nice, dude. I
want to watch Field of Dreams.
Before it was that Sam and Kate nonsense. Don't even know what that is. We've never even heard of it.
You just want to watch Ray Liotta be a baseball player?
Yeah. Now, also we talk about Costner. There he is. Speaking of, we having fun yet? I think
having fun yet?
I want to point out the genius of that show's writing. That they could show so much character development and growth through the style in which Adam Scott combs his hair.
I know, man. It's crazy. He's hot in the first season. Second season, ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
Ends the season, hot again.
Yeah.
Only just a little bit of stubble and some messier hair.
Yeah, I remember reading, or maybe you told me this, that Bryan Cranston on Breaking Bad would change the color, like the color palette of his clothing to try to reflect the mental state his character was in, to try to do subtle visual cues and shit like that.
You never heard that from me, because I never heard that before.
Okay, well, then I read that then. And I feel like that's good acting. I'm not sure. I feel it's crazy. It's just crazy that Adam Scott had the same kind of forethought to do that with his hair.
Crazy how... Adam Scott's in 6 Feet Under.
Adam Scott isn't 6 Feet Under.
It's pretty fucking cool. That is pretty fuking cool of him to be in.
So, did that completely fucking...
ruin everything? I know. It's fucking insanity, the disrespect.
I got no respect.
I got no respect. That's what I get. I got no respect.
Our audience is probably... I just dated myself. Our audience is way too young to get that joke.
Yeah, that's the problem. Everything else... We're talking about such topical things like 90210 with Tori Spelling and Luke Perry.
We've talked about the Bobby Lee stuff before. We're pretty topical.
That was topical. I guess we're a nice little amalgamation.
You said Biden's America, so now everyone knows what time in the world...
Everyone's like, oh, this must be in the one and only administration that Biden had.
Yeah, exactly. So, see?
Dude, I don't care. Whoever's the next president better have 2 terms. I don't like this. It's setting a real bad precedent on America history about this one-term nonsense.
I agree.
One-term presidents aren't real presidents.
Having one-term presidents makes us look like the idiot playing Soul Calibur with his buddy who keeps getting his ass kicked and can't figure out which character to play, so he switches it every time they do it again.
You play as Maxie. You play as Maxie. Everyone knows that. You play as Maxie in Soul Calibur if you want to win.
I couldn't think of a better. I should have Super Smash for something better than Soul Calibur. Is the first thing I could think of. But you get the analogy.
Mortal Kombat. Fucking and also, dude, if Trump runs again and wins,
we're gonna fix that thing with the other guy. Did
no, we're gonna make it goddamn worse.
Oh yeah.
Because fucking
2 wrongs don't make it right.
Piece of shit Grover Cleveland had to have 2 terms in
Why did that
succession.
Happen? Did he lose? Or he just decided he was taking a break.
I think he lost and won. It's literally the same thing. And it's like, so now Joe Biden, the 46th, but actually 45th president, but we're going to call him the 46th because Grover Cleveland's a fat asshole. And I was like, you can't say that.
You want to go through?
You can't say that.
You want to go through our thoughts on all the presidents?
He was just very full of himself. He was big boned.
I just listen.
Can I call Taft? Can I say Taft's fat? No. What about the fact that he got stuck in the bathtub and they had to crack it out and then there's just a new bathtub that was after 100 years? It's just a small bat. You can say the bathtub's small. You can't say Taft was big.
Actually, the evidence would suggest the tub was smaller.
How about the fact that fucking hillbilly had a cow on the front lawn? Irrelevant. Really great guy. Phenomenal president.
All right, what are your thoughts on Nixon?
Great guy. Phenomenal president. Did nothing wrong.
What are your thoughts on Clinton?
Hell of a president. Jeffrey Epstein, great guy, real good pal of his. Quite the dynamic bond. Wow, what are your thoughts on Polk? I know nothing about him, not even remotely. Do you? Does anyone?
Yeah, I do actually. First president of
the 46 presidents, 30. I'm gonna say something that no one in America has the balls to say. Of the 46 presidents, 35 of them are irrelevant. Okay,
dude. This guy's got balls.
That's something no one will say.
This guy's balls.
Everyone's like, who's your favorite president? Buchanan. Really? Woodrow Wilson. What'd he do? Does have a dumb fucking name. Also, I'm pretty sure he's like super actually abhorrently racist, which is kind of maybe wasn't the best person to elect. I don't know. I'm pretty positive Woodrow Wilson's the guy who like just is like, now that I'm president, we're gonna start making a lot of films that are very pro KKK. Pretty sure that was Woodrow Wilson's contribution to American history.
What are the movies?
There's one movie that I'm pretty positive he like produced or something or had something to do with where it's literally just like the KKK walking in front of the Washington Monument with like 7,000 people all in the. It's insanity.
So it's not even like it's trying to be subtle or cute.
No, it's like legit propaganda. It's insanity. Propaganda.
That's
how about
I enough of these days.
Propaganda at your tits? You know.
What's wrong with saying hey?
Nice tits. I'll take Let It Snow. Let It Snow. Whoa. Yeah, it's a big hat. Pretty funny, huh? Big hat, huh? It's a big hat. Dude, we should steal that from Norm. Now that he's unfortunately dead. You see how Luke Perry, it's funny that he's dead, but Norm's unfortunate?
Yeah.
It's an interesting world we live in just 30 seconds ago.
Did you say that so? What did you say
great
about
line.
yesterday?
I have no idea.
It was so fucking funny and apropos. What did you say about yesterday? Fuck,
no. We live in an entirely different world than we did just 30 seconds ago. And I want David.
Oh, no. You said it was about Batman.
We said I want David fucking Putney because it's PG. They could have said it. They could have had one fuck in there. And they said David goddamn Putney. Imagine if Kevin Costner was like, I want David motherfucking Putney. I would have been like, damn, dude. Oscar worthy. Dude, Tom Welling, Smallville, full circle.
It's a simulation, dude. How does everything you say circle back to something else?
And which leads back to Jennifer Garner, which leads to Ben Affleck, which we were talking about earlier.
Talk about. Seriously, the Ben Affleck bit is what you said it about with the whole fucking, well, you know, it's the world within 30 seconds
Oh,
ago.
yeah, Ben Affleck and Batman. He goes from saying, I'm going to direct a movie, star in it, write it. I'm going to write it and star in it. I'm only going to star in it. I'm not making a Batman movie. And it says, wow, we live in a very different world than we did just 30 seconds ago when Ben Affleck is now, I want to be, I want to be someone's, I thought the person, under the cape should be their biggest dream. And it wasn't that for me anymore. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, what? You still want to play Daredevil, idiot?
They should do another Daredevil. That'd be pretty sick.
He's like, I played Superman with Diane Lane. And then I was Daredevil John Favreau. And then the idiot who made that zombie movie and Sucker Punch made me Batman.
Why does everybody sound like Howard Stern with you?
Huh?
Why does everybody just sound like Howard Stern with you?
That's a good question. I'll get back to you on that one. I don't know. It's kind of, I think that's what Ben Affleck's inner monologue sounds like.
Do you think Ben Affleck's interesting question? I actually want to ask this. When you have your internal monologues, do you hear your own voice? Or are they just like abstract thoughts?
And
what's going on?
like once a week, I'll see some dumb post saying, 70% of people don't actually have an inner monologue, dude. And I'll say that's bullshit. There's no way to prove that. Fuck you. It's people who think they're assholes who are just when you just don't like things. Nice little spin, right?
I disagree. I think it's a terrible fucking spin.
Complete and utter pieces of fucking just. You are a gigantic piece of shit, right? Those kind of people who are like just contrarians for the sake of it. Like, actually, I don't like that. It's popular, right?
Oh, me? You mean? You like me?
You. Yeah.
I guess that was fair at the start of the story.
I think so. Fucking, who were we even talking about?
Idiots who say they don't have an inner monologue.
Oh, yeah, that. Thank you. Anyone who says, I actually have no inner monologue, okay, no, you're just a fucking asshole and you're stupid, is what it is.
I spoke to someone recently who tried telling me they don't have an inner monologue.
So that's interesting. When you walk into a door, do you first open it or you just fucking bang your head against it?
I should have, but no, because me being the person I am, I immediately thought, what the fuck's wrong with me? Because I absolutely have an inner... It's just my voice. Am I just that much of a narcissist that I fucking... started there?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
So thank you for confirming that I'm not that much of a...
No, everyone is a fucking asshole says that.
That's what I thought. I don't even understand how you
Here's the fucking
thoughts.
thing. If you're listening right now and you're like, I don't have an inner monologue, here's my inner monologue for you. Kill yourself. Okay? There you go. Because you don't have anything going on in your life. There's that dull void between ear to ear where everything goes in and out of, it's fucking worthless and you mean nothing. Okay? I have no inner monologue whatsoever. I have no internal... I don't have any thoughts. What are you doing then? You're just existing? Because you're not living.
I don't understand how thought... Is it just an abstract idea? Like, I don't even understand how anything could be...
I don't know. I don't think... I thought the whole thing... I thought what separated humans from the rest of the species was that we're, self-aware and we have consciousness. I didn't realize that only half of us have that. The other half of us are just fucking, essentially, orangutan standing up.
That actually makes way more sense if you think about it.
It's fucking sickening. Do you know about the stone ape theory?
I don't think so.
Stone ape theory is that it's literally just the psilocybin mushrooms, that monkeys ate psilocybin mushrooms and then we became self-aware. Mm-hmm. So I guess only half of us did that.
The half of us that did must have been like some seriously like fucking racist assholes towards the other monkeys. Like, we ain't sharing this shit with the chimpanzees over there.
That's crazy. How come only certain... Why do we even still have chimpanzees? That's the weird part.
Chimps, fuck yourselves. It's just for us.
That's part of evolution. They're saying we came from chimps. It's like we broke off on the evolutionary things and we left them behind.
Mm-hmm. No, I got to be tortured in, I think, 8th grade or 9th grade reading Guns, Germs, and Steel. The real way the world changed and evolved.
What the hell is that?
And the whole...
Guns, Germs, and Steel?
It's terrible fucking... Maybe it's a good book for people who are smarter than I am, but for someone of my intellect, it's terrible. Maybe it's a good book for people
who don't have inner voices in their head.
Yeah, so 70% of you out there might love this book. It's about how... Well, part of the book about it is anyways. I don't think I read anything past this point.
Well, I'm assuming that the Steel's like the world of history, like Industrial Revolution, all that stuff.
It's supposed to be how we all came as a species.
Right.
But it mentions the fact that we didn't actually come from monkeys. It's just there was some kind of like there was a Yeti, and then the Yeti had kids, and the Yeti had kids with another Yeti, and then this particular Yeti became us, and the other one stayed in becoming monkeys. So we didn't become from monkeys. We all came from the same common ancestor. These are the same ancestors that changed from BC,
we don't have any
AD
definitive answer on like religion, the Big Bang, there's all those question marks. I think I want to start embracing the North Korean approach. We're not in 2023. We're actually in 111 because the world only started with our leader's birth, and everyone's like, so North Korea didn't exist before that? Everyone's like, no, it didn't.
So for them, the Big Bang was 100 years ago?
111 years ago when Kim Jong-il was born.
Huh.
He's still also the leader?
I mean, that's actually... What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He's still the leader?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
So he's just reincarnated into the current guys?
No, he's just also still the leader.
So he's just like shedding some skin?
I guess.
Or he's just... Oh, it's like the Jedi Council.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's why North Korea, they're actually blue ghosts in North Korea. That's why they don't let Americans go there unapproved. That's why you can't leave the capital.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's crazy, man.
If you think about it, too, honestly, can we really confirm anything that happened pre-111 years ago? They didn't know how to write before that.
You know those memes where it's like stairs were invented in 1819, people in 1818, and there's them falling out of the sky endlessly?
Yeah, I love those memes.
That's what North Koreans got it right.
So yeah, maybe they are right. It's interesting they got it right and they fucked up everything else so much themselves.
I love how in America everyone's like, we need more personal freedoms and liberties, and in North Korea, like, all right, so there's 28 approved hairstyles, guys. Figure it out.
I'm honestly amazed they even approved 28.
I would approve.
My initial thought, yeah, exactly. My initial thought was, wow, you know what? Actually, North Korea's not that bad. 28's a pretty big number.
That's a lot of variety. I mean, proof how much variety is.
Yeah.
My first grade class was 28 students.
Yeah, and
each one of us had a different haircut.
Oh, did you really?
We could have had different haircuts.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
In Korea,
I've only had maybe 3 hairstyles my entire life.
That's not true. I've had quite a few.
I had a crew cut, spiked hair.
I had crew cut, spiked hair, long hair, Dean hair for 1 year. Then I had that other spiked haircut for another year. Then I had my hair kind of like flat for a little bit where I was like pushing it down. Then I had it where it was all combed from the back up and swirled. Now it's just all pushed back. I have like 10 haircuts, bro.
So I've had 5.
Yeah.
I had crew cut, spiky,
Dude,
just
you know
long, messy, my Rick haircut, and now this one.
Mom's idiot haircutter, fucking Lynn, gave me just the biggest abortion to my head, and I went to the bathroom and cried at that salon. I was like, I'm like, I can't ever be shown in school again.
What did she do? Like cut off your widow's peak?
I don't know.
Or something
Get rid of
stupid?
it. Shave my sideburns off. Taper my back to my fucking top of the head. Do a skin fade. Fucking uneven. Do a side. Everything I asked for. I'm gonna do the opposite of that.
It's pretty cool actually when you think about it.
It's actually super badass of her. Come to think of it, yeah.
Because she's the professional haircutter. She knows what you want. You're an idiot. You're a peon who you come to. If you knew what you wanted, you'd cut your own.
It's like North Korea. You should only have. You should just have predetermined. Dude, North Korea gets a bad rep, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they're on
28 haircuts. Every It's not. The thing about. Listen, the problem in America, people who say that your vote doesn't matter. Well, maybe it doesn't matter because not enough people vote.
That's a good point.
What does North Korea do? The very democratic process of having every citizen legally required to vote, and they have to vote for what's on the ballot, and the ballot only has one name on it, which is, I guess that makes sense on how Kim Jong-un has 100% re-election rate.
Well, think of any other scenario where the democracy has a 100% unanimous vote. That's pretty amazing.
They're doing something right
over there. I mean, that's incredible.
And then they're like, can we have access to the internet? He's like, no, you can have access to Kwanggun, which is only articles that we've doctored.
What? How many hairstyles is it again?
28, though.
That's actually a really good number. Think about the big problem now. What is a bitch about?
What if
Too many
my
options.
apartment is on fire and my 3-month-old son is burning to death? You should probably save the portraits of your leaders first, of Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un. You know what's fucked up, though? That's at least like, all right, 2 pictures, how long is that going to take? Think about Korea in 400 years when they have 90 fucking current active leaders because they're all still the supreme general or whatever.
Maybe they'll be reasonable and you have to have that one collage photo of all of the leaders.
Interesting. Also, how are they going to have those giant bronze statues they have in the Capitol of Kim Jong-il pointing and Kim Jong-un's like pants around his ankles or whatever?
No.
The first part's accurate. I don't think Kim Jong-un's pants around his ankles. I don't know what his pose is, but I know the first guy's pose is like looking. It's like when Sally from Catherine O'Hara is her name. When Sally from Night at the Museum, Sally at Nightmare Before Christmas. When she's in Surviving Christmas and she does the little pointing pose. Mm-hmm. That's how Kim Jong-il's pose in his 70-foot tall bronze statue. Which I guarantee is probably like actually like fucking plastic with just a bronze coating on it since they're so cheap.
And also probably not 70 feet tall. It's probably like 12 feet tall.
Well, I guess, yeah, since Koreans are so short, I guess to them a tall statue is like 20 feet.
About everything.
Oh. Okay, that's fair too.
Yeah.
And also it's like, think about, it's like, is North Korea so bad? It's like, think about America. Do you really like seeing women's knees?
Honestly, most women's knees are kind of disgusting.
Should always be covered at all times. Do you really want to see a woman riding a bicycle?
Yeah, it's just unnatural.
That's unnatural. Knees would be exposed. You want that? So that's why that makes sense. And also, North Korea's with this. It's again, why would women wear pants when men wear pants?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Women wear skirts, men wear pants. North Korea's got it right.
That makes sense.
Not that bad at all.
Also, they're probably their carbon dioxide emissions are way lower, which is really good for the environment.
You know what they're leading? You know where they generate their most money? It's pretty badass. America is like, think about like Mexico, right? You think Mexico, think avocados from Mexico, right?
Yeah.
That's probably their leading export.
Cocaine from Mexico.
Colombia.
But
that's close enough. So the point is, you're thinking like, what's Korea's leading export, right?
I don't know.
What do you think it is? Yes.
Korean food.
No. Counterfeit medicine and counterfeit US bills.
That's pretty awesome, actually. That's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, Korea. What's your economy solely rooted in fake U.S. currency?
Why, though?
Because they can sell it?
I don't understand any of the logic there, because you're not really hurting us that much by doing that.
Well, they're ruining our economy by having fake things circulating.
Right. That's why we have the inflation problem. Not the inflation, the debt problem.
Yes. They're the reason. North Korea is the sole reason why America is $12 trillion in debt.
Well, now we got to the root of this problem. Can we work on it, guys?
It's 24 minutes, I mean, like, we already went through North Korea, we went through fucking some B-list celebrities. We hit all the B's.
We're good.